Hi Aries, and welcome to your Love Tarot Forecast. This is for February 1st through February 15th, 2019. I'm going to do these bi-weekly for February since I'm planning on doing some special love readings for, honor of Valentine's Day. So I'm going to just do this as a 2-week look for general love energies. And I'm going to pull 2 cards here, Aries. And I really try to read it like both ways, but every time I'm always drawn to this side for when I'm reading for a sign. So that's how I'm going to read it for the sake of my sanity and not confusing myself. But if you feel you resonate more on this side, by all means, you may flip it. Okay, yep, and this right here is you. Giraffe, visionary, rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. So Aries, listen, with this coming out as you, and think of the giraffe, and the giraffe has a really long neck, so they're very elevated, right? Their eyesight is incredibly elevated to most other land-bound creatures. And to me, this is representing how you see a higher perspective, a higher vision of whatever you're facing in your relationship right now. Or this could be big dreams and goals for you and your partner. Just, apply it how it fits. However, current circumstances would hint about that what you see from a higher perspective could never happen, could never be. All right? But you need to go with, that call inside of you, just that like vision, that understanding, that feeling that won't leave you, that just pulls you. And with that, having the higher perspective and vision is also coming from a place of incredible wisdom. So you're going to recognize over this next 2 weeks of February that what you want isn't impossible. It's just going to take some time. So let's cut the deck and see how, the person you're dealing with, thinking about them, thinking about you, etc., what's going on for them. Oh, we got the black bear. We got the guardian. I like that, Aries. So this says, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Wow. So Aries, I'm seeing you and your partner very much in alignment these 2 weeks of February. Okay. And if, I don't know, Aries, this is just kind of really deep. I want to read from all perspectives, but what I really see here is 2 people that genuinely love each other, genuinely support each other, genuinely uplift each other. And you see this higher perspective, this vision, but due to certain circumstances right now, you may be like kind of losing hope and faith. And your partner, it's like they're bringing in love, support, protection, guidance. I will keep you strong. I will shelter you through the storm type of energy. And so, this is really somebody you're in a committed relationship with, or somebody you're dating, or somebody who's really interested in dating you and being in your life. So they're really trying to come in and offer you a solid connection of friendship, of support. You can count on me. What is it that you need? I will help you. I will get you there. So Aries, you look very supported in this reading. Now, if you're completely single, to me, what I see here, Aries, is you have this feeling and this vision of the kind of love that you truly desire, but either the amount of time you've been single or how many troubled relationships you've experienced, whatever it is, you're starting to kind of lose faith and hope that, what you feel and see is ever going to come to pass. This is Spirit's confirmation to you that, yes, your protector, your guardian, the person that you belong with is out there, okay? It's just about divine timing, and I know nobody likes to hear that. I am sorry. Okay, so let's pull some more cards here. All right, so we have separation, settling, and pride and ego. Okay, Aries, let me take that in for just a moment because, okay. Those of you who are separated, either you haven't met your person yet, or you have broken up, we're not talking, or we are in the relationship, but for whatever reason, Aries, it's your vision isn't of this negative stuff. Like, you have this high vision, this really positive knowing feeling, but the circumstances right now are really separating you from that, and you're questioning, am I settling? Am I gonna have to settle? Is this ever gonna change? Why do I feel this strong pull, yet it's like red tape, it's blockage, it doesn't seem to align, it's friction. Aries, you've just got to hang in there, because this energy is very supportive, but we see pride and ego sitting in front of it, okay? This person over here, this is their true heart for you. But if there's something that's happened here, it's like their pride and ego is hiding this aspect of them from you, okay? So you don't even see that. So if we are currently in a relationship, committed, it's like they really care about you. It's not like, and you're questioning if you're settling, not because there's anything like terrible about them, but you really question their love for you, their connection to you, and there's a conflict, because again, the higher vision is you see this energy, okay, right there. But reality, what's going on right now today, is separation and ego. But you're constantly seeing that. But in your mind's eye, your consciousness, just a higher perspective, you constantly feel that, you see that. But the circumstances of what's going on, it's like, this just doesn't make sense to me. You know, that's what goes through your head. Like, I don't get this. Why do I see this and feel this when this is what's going on between us, whether we're physically separated or, you know, we're still together, but there's just this weird disconnect. And it, you know, honestly, Aries, very similar to the sneak peek love that I did before working on the general love videos. And this is where, you know, there's emotion, there's love, there's connection, but we're holding back, okay? And in the reading, it was the divine masculine that was holding back. But, wow, this is actually pretty trippy to me, just your reading, because it was throwing me a little bit, because I'm like, what? No, there's this beautiful connection, but what the? And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's that that higher connection, that soul connection. But right now, this is what's going on in reality. So I'm going to pull some tarot and add to this. All right. Okay, Aries. So first card out is the Queen of Swords. Yes, and this is on your side. So this is like her back is over to this energy. It's turned. And it doesn't mean, you know, that we're not together and stuff. But again, if we are together, we're seeing each other, there's some feeling of, you know, distance, disconnection, separateness, something along those lines, okay? And, but also coming out as the air, again, this reiterates that higher perspective. However, because it's like you can't make heads or tails of what you're sensing, you know, intuitively or from that higher perspective, opposed to what's going on in reality, it's like, I just want to turn my back to all of it. Like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. And the next card out is, yep, look at that, the Nine of Swords, and it's all around the head. It's this just deep confusion because, again, you feel this energy, but it's like, in reality, you know, what's going on? And so a lot of anguish in the mind and the thoughts and the emotions. Probably why we've turned our back here. But we have an Ace of Pentacles, okay? So this is where we could have a truce, a conversation, or there may be a new solution that comes in that you hadn't thought of before, or a new opportunity that's presented that really helps kind of iron this kinked up energy out. And lastly, yeah, look at that, the Four of Wands. So we end with the Four of Wands, and this is a much more stable energy. And over on this side, it just reiterates to me that this person here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, like, they really do want to provide you with stability, with all that you need. But Aries, I'm seeing that you are really hurt. You're really bothered. Something's just gnawing away at you. What happened, what was said, if we broke up, or the distance that seems to be between us, even though we're embracing each other. There's just like, that's really kind of got you out of alignment, because again, you keep feeling this higher perspective and you're like, I'm gonna go crazy. Like, what is this? Could be also dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So the clarifier, yeah, look at that, Seven of Wands. And see how it's at her back? Yeah, you really feel a need to protect yourself from this energy. Like, Aries, what is going on here? You know, this is a general reading, so the way this is speaking to you is obviously different for everybody, but yeah, you're turning your back because you're tired of the conflict, you're tired of the confusion, you're tired of whatever this weird energy is that's coming at you. And it's like, well, if I turn my back to this, then maybe I won't sense this higher connection anymore. And unfortunately, Aries, it doesn't work that way. You're still going to feel it because it's at a soul level. So the clarifier for the Nine of Swords is this Page of Swords. Lots of swords energy, especially coming out as character court cards. So yeah, look at Aries, this is like right behind the Queen, and this is like, you know, I just want to tell you everything I think and feel. I'm really hurt. You know, see that sword he's holding there, charging forward? It's because of all these swords, you know, going into the head, all these worrisome, troublesome thoughts that just really are encompassing you and entrapping you, okay? So you are at a place of wanting to defend yourself, or feeling a need to defend yourself. And the hardest part here, Aries, is whatever's happened, again, this person doesn't want it to be the way that it is, but their pride, their ego is so in the way of expressing that to you properly. Yeah, because look at this. We have the Seven of Cups, which is coming out with this, you know, Pentacles right here. The Seven of Cups. So, yeah, they really fantasize about, you know, a much easier connection with you, a reconciliation with you, not having the distance, just a lot of fantasy about things about the two of you and what you could be, what you could accomplish, all of that. But, you know, and if you notice so far, I have one more card to pull to clarify, but this right here is, you know, he's walking towards, but he's looking that way. So this person's energy is like wanting to be with you, moving towards you, but with that turning away face, it's because their pride and ego is still a bit in the way to admit they were wrong, you know, to apologize, to try to come back into your life, just whatever the case is. And yeah, look at this. Lastly, the Nine of Pentacles, and this court card is facing towards you again, and it's like, I want to give Aries everything. I really want to give Aries a home and material comfort and love and support and security and all the things that Aries so desires within their hearts. So just know, Aries, that they really are just as miserable as you. It's their distance doesn't mean that there's no emotion there. In fact, I see that there is. It's just they've got something, some blockage here, pride and ego. And, you know, if you're like dating this person and you just feel this distance, you may really be considering separating from them, breaking up, breaking it off. Like, I just can't take this anymore. But that's not what they want. And so when they tell you, no, I don't want that, they really mean it. They really want to be with you. It's just, there's something going on in their pride, their ego. They can't apologize. They can't come clean about something. There's just some sort of stagnation to that. So let's pull some shadow aspects and see what comes out there, Aries. I don't know if I can meet your expectations. Ooh, and that comes right here on top of that queen who has her back turned, because it's like this queen can't take anymore. And this could be also, Aries, where you're like, I can't live up to what you're asking me for. Like, I can't do any more than I've done. You appreciate nothing, or you're asking for too much. Like, I could, you know, do everything and you're still going to complain. You're still going to be unhappy about something. So I feel that kind of energy for you. And then over there, because of whatever this is for them, they are nervous that, like, how do I fix this? Like, what's even wrong? Because they might not even know. All right. They just might be like kind of stuck in their own head and not realize the damage that they're doing by their distance. This is almost like when you're disagreeing with your mate and they start like withholding affection from you and communication from you, and it's like nothing really bad happened, but it's like, I'm gonna withhold myself from you just because I'm upset with you or I'm in a weird place. And you know, when we're upset, yeah, we all need our distance, but this is more than that, where it's intentional. You know, I'm gonna make you feel the fact that I'm ignoring you and I don't want you around because I'm angry. Like, that's a different energy than, you know, I'm really upset, I'm not in a good space, and I need to be on my own for a little bit. I need some time out because I don't like the vibe right now between us and I don't want to damage anything. You know, there's a whole different energy, so pay attention to that. Over here on this page of swords with the Nine of Swords, I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to. So Aries, those of you where you know, we're not talking, there you go. Okay, and because this comes on the Nine of Swords with the Page of Swords, they're pretty nervous to reach out to you. Okay, they might not want to hear the "I told you so, I knew you'd be back" type of information. Also, those of you who are in committed partnerships, you might want to really either be more aware of if they could possibly be looking into your social media, your cell phone, your computer, whatever, or you know, it may be that, like, if you're seeing something online or you saw something online, that really is what bothered you, and you're ready to, like, cut somebody's head off over it, and they won't admit that, like, what they said was wrong, or the picture that was posted was wrong. Like, they won't own up to it. They know it was wrong, but they don't want to own up to it. And that's so unfortunate, because they really do care, and they do want to give you the stability and love and all of it. But it's like they can't admit a wrong that they've done. And look at this, under the Ace of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups, you inspire me. Yeah, they want to be in your life, Aries. They don't want to lose you, okay? It's just when things have been made a mess of, I don't know how I feel anymore. Like, what do I do to make this better? I really don't know. You know, it's just been like this for so long. And you guys actually got 4 messages rather than just energies. So very interesting, Aries. Let's keep going and pull some more cards. Okay. So that one's specifically for you on your side. Okay. All right, so yeah, woo, yep, look at that. Deceit, or a young male or female with dark complexion and any eye color. So Aries, yeah, you feel some sort of sense of betrayal, unhappiness, all of that, but I feel this huge confliction inside of you, because you see reality for what it is. But you can't let go of this energy you keep feeling, and it's because they're projecting it towards you, even though they're trying to pretend like they're not. Like, it's ridiculous what they're doing. And a health condition may warn of sorrow or pretend a glorious victory, depending on the context and transmuting power of surrounding cards. A 7 of diamonds touching it indicates an uplifting outcome. Okay, well, on this side, we have some deceit. So on this side, look at that. Beautiful, deep, abiding connection, love. Or a man with light complexion, 18 years old to middle age. So, Aries, yes, exactly as I have said. Over here, I love, I care, I want you, I want to be everything in the world to you. But my pride and my ego is in the way for whatever reason, Aries, and only you know what that is. Like, you guys lived through it, so you understand that part. But yeah, the connection's there, and you're not crazy. It's just they're not willing to admit they were wrong, or ask for you back, or whatever it is. It's like they just, you might need to give it a little bit more time. So let's pull some advice. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Okay. Listen to your body's message about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So Aries, this right here is talking about how you see the higher vision, and you're not wrong. That's your confirmation. However, you have to do what's right for you in reality. And so what that means is, if you need to pull away, you need to completely separate and segregate yourself from this energy until they work through that pride, ego stuff. Then that's what you do. But this is not where you're like, they're gone forever, screw them, never again. Like, never have that type of energy towards somebody. Always just say, okay, the season has reached its end, and you know, there could be another season, there could not be another season. Who's to say, right? Only Spirit knows. So this is Spirit saying, listen, go with the flow and listen to your intuition. It's there for a reason. And just because this person's really thinking about you, feeling about you, wanting to give you all these things, when we feel that, it doesn't always mean like they're gonna do it. That's just what's really in their heart right now. So keep that in mind, and just keep your distance. You know, do what you've got to do for you, but don't close yourself off to healing this energy, because when it's time to get it healed, you know, either we're gonna you know, work things out and our relationship is better than before, or we're going to come back together and reconcile, or we're going to have some sort of heart-to-heart conversation where we both get closure. Or Aries, it's like Spirit is saying, listen, for a while, you've just got to go with what you're feeling that I'm giving you about a specific person or about love in general, all right? Over here, we have surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So, yeah, Aries, they are just blocked. And if they would just let their guard down, swallow their pride, like whatever it is, it would be like the flow of energy would just totally resume 100%. So let's pull a final card, Aries. All right. The love from animals is unconditional. You know what? This right here, for some of you, this dog, it's a synchronicity about this relationship, okay? Synchronicity for others of you. This is just telling me, like, the heart of this person where you reside, this is how they feel about you. Is like, you know, you are something very pure, because animals are pure, right? They're just unconditional love. No matter what we do to them, they love us anyways. And, you know, this person may have gotten very comfortable with that aspect about you because you loved them so much, and now you can't take it anymore, so you're kind of doing some pushback. And they're recognizing, like, your true essence, your true energy. But it's like they've got to come to you. They've got to come to you, Aries. So, you know, just see the higher vision, keep yourself open, and just trust Spirit on timing, okay? So, Aries, those are your messages. I am wishing you all the best. Take care.